I truly believe in all my experience with him that everything he did, whether it was the crazy shit you see on the home videos or as simple as writing riffs, everything came from a place of fun for him, because if it wasn't fun, then it's not worth doing.
Wow, I was really young, 17, 18 maybe, and we were playing a show in Indiana opening up for Pantera, and they were on the Cowboys from Hell tour. It was one of like their second to last show, so they'd been out there doing it. And we were up there sound checking, and I was kind of in a death metal, speed metal band. It was a really fast double bass drum part, and we were doing our thing, and Dimebag was on the side of the stage watching. And we finished the song, and he just kind of jokingly said, "Play it faster!"
When I formed Soulfly, we went back to real small clubs, and we played Texas, and Dimebag came to the show in a little shithole, which was really cool. Meant a lot to me that he was there. It was one of a kind. There's only a few of those kind of people exist, where the person is very talented, amazing musician, humble and cool guy, not a rock star asshole.
I remember the first time, actually it was in the very, very deep beginning of Rammstein, that I got hold of the record Vulgar Display of Power. And I was listening to the riffs, and something really struck me, because the simplicity of especially on this record, of those riffs, got like into my body, and I felt really inspired.
And I remember they came out to the show, and that's how they were. Like, we weren't even a very big band at that point, but they didn't care. They just loved music so much, and said, after the show, come to our bar. They sent, our buses pulled up into the parking lots. We walked in, they shut the doors, locked the doors, and we partied all night long till the morning, and just took the best care of us. And that's really my big memory of that, the first time I ever met him. So
yeah, I personally have some great memories of him and the band. They had a club in Dallas called The Basement, and in my pre-Seether days, I played that club often, and he would come in. He was a big fan of the band I was with at the time, and we would do shots, and he was a big Kiss fan as well. I'm a huge Kiss fan, so we would drink, do shots, and talk Kiss all night. So he was great, man. Sweetheart of a guy.
It's kind of a shame that he isn't more honored and more remembered by more people. He certainly deserved to be in the higher echelons of rock goddery.
And one of my favorite memories from Dime is when I went to go see Shannon's old band, Wrathchild America. They were playing with Pantera on the Cowboys from Hell tour at the Channel in Boston. And that's when Shannon introduced me to Dime. And Dime was in the back while there was a band on before Wrathchild, the local opening band, and the pit started and people getting thrown out the back door by security. And Dimebag was charging him $10 to let him back in the back door. And so I thought that was pretty awesome, and I was just like, who is this guy? That's great.
Well, Dimebag I did meet and hang out with a bunch of times back in the day, and just one of the nicest guys. I mean, really sweet guy. I have one specific memory of hanging out with him at the opening of the Hard Rock in Orlando, and just a great night. He and myself and Zach Wilde and Nikki Sixx and Duff and a bunch of different guys, and all just hanging out and having a great time. And he was just really cool. But he was a phenomenal guitar player.
I told this story many times, but like my most fond moment was he came up on our tour bus, and we were hanging, and him and Bobby Tongs, they taught me a couple new drinks, and we went in the back of the bus, and my Les Paul was back there, and he picked it up and he started playing it, and I had another guitar, and I asked him if he would mind teaching me the riff to By Demons Be Driven off the Vulgar record. And we sat there for about an hour and a half just jamming, and he showed me that riff, and we got to just play it together. And it's just very dear to me that he actually cared that much just to hang out and not be Mr. Untouchable. He was very, very, very friendly to his fans and loved people, and the fact that he actually came on the bus and taught me one of his iconic riffs, man, was just I'll live with that forever.
Yeah, that band's a huge influence on us. Yeah. As a group, as a whole, we all love Pantera. I grew up with them. And I remember as a kid, they were one of the early bands that influenced me as a musician, as a performer as well. So when I saw them, just like blew my mind watching them. And they were like the opening band, No one even knew who Pantera was, but I was a kid and I saw him and I was like, shit, this is awesome.
Absolutely. I mean, we obviously had no experience with Dimebag himself, but Rita's always been very sweet to us, and she visited the house and showed me some of Dime's stuff, and that was pretty amazing. So, and we always, do the black tooth grin in honor of him.
Come on, Max. Black tooth,
I show up and, it's like, Blacktooth, yeah. And he goes,
Stoley, come over here and do a shot, boy.
No matter how hungover, no matter what he did, somehow when he would get on that fucking stage, it would click, and he would be a machine, and he could fly, actually, and not miss a note. I prefer a motherfucker with soul, heart, and goddamn muscle and passion. Motherfucker had it all.